Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, it is a Monday morning. I hope you had a great weekend. It was really nice and chilled for me, ready for another busy week at the workshop, I'm sure. But today, we are going to be working on the Vauxhall Adam, the red one. It's been sitting outside the front for a while. Struggling to find parts for this one, really, I've got to be honest. The parts are there, but they're not reasonable price. So I'm just sort of holding off a little bit just to see if anything else comes on the market, comes on eBay, comes up, I find anything. Do you know what I mean? Because the prices that they want for these parts is absolutely ridiculous. And at the end of the day, I'm not desperate to get the car fixed. It'll be nice to, jump on it and continue. We are going to do that today, but we've got other bits and pieces around the car to do. So let me bring it in. We'll have a quick walk around it. I'm going to explain what's going on, and then we're going to jump straight into it. So let's do this. Right, guys, we've got the Vauxhall Adam back in the workshop. There's loads of bits and pieces that we can do on this one whilst I'm still waiting to source some parts. The main thing is the bumper, obviously, and the bonnet. They're just ridiculously priced. So I'm just, how long do I wait? I've got to bite the bullet and I've got to go for it at some point. But I'm just seeing if anything sort of pops up, but there's not many. There's not a lot of parts, and when they're on eBay, there's so much money. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. And eventually, I'll have to get one for the money that they're asking. But yeah, we've still got other bits and pieces to do with this one as well. I've got some bonnet hinges to change. They're down here. Got those in the right colour, so that's good. So yeah, we're going to switch these over. Also got the pipe that was split on the last video. This pipe, the water pipe, was split there, and water was sort of leaking out. So managed to get another one of them. So we'll do that as well. This is the headlight bracket, support bracket, brand new. Got that, and then the headlight is in there. So yeah, we've got that to do as well. I don't know how far we're going to get today, but I'm going to give it a good push. All these bits and pieces. The other thing as well, I got a second-hand airbox because our one had smashed. So I've got that, and I've got a service kit for this one as well. Again, I went to Stellantis, main dealer, and they said £29.99 for that service kit, plus that. So £39.99 for a service kit for this car. They told me Stellantis Group, any make, any model, £29.99 service kit is so I'm going to take advantage until they stop doing it, because they won't continue doing this deal forever. So I'm just going to grab the service kits as I can, So yeah, we've got loads. Plus as well, we've got the bar to put on here. There's a reinforcing front bar to go on. It's been sitting over there for quite a long time. We can put that on as well. And yeah, just see how far we get. So let's get set up. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, just want to quickly cut in there. What a mess that I'm making with this coolant. Yeah, I've got to clean all that up and tidy it up now. But I popped the pipe from underneath, went out, and it just went everywhere. But the pipe has now been changed. This is the original one. I don't know exactly where it's leaking from, but it was leaking. That's why I ordered another one. It's only 25 quid for the tube. So we've done that. We'll put this bracket on here as well. I think this is actually a support bracket for the bumper. It's not an actual support bracket for the headlight. So that's in place as well. We've done the air box. I've done the oil change, done the air filter. We've done the coolant back in place as well. Just sort of been running it. I've run it a couple of times just to sort of circulate it. It just needs a good sort of circulation, and then that should go down a bit more for me to put it in. But the old stuff's over there. Oil filter as well. Changed that as well. So that's done. So we're slowly going through the bits and pieces. I still need to check to make sure that the oil is up to the right level. I have run it for probably a minute, just to circulate through the oil filter. Once that's done, and it has, I'll check it on the dipstick and fill it up as we need it. And then after that's done, I'll probably put the headlight in, get that secure, make sure that's all working, all the bulbs are correct and they're working and they're on. And then we're going to move on to the the bonnet hinges themselves. Got to be honest, the bonnet hinges would probably be okay to leave. I will. What I might actually do, I might actually just check it and compare them to see if, you know, what if that one looks really bent to me. I think that needs to come over. So I always like to change the hinges, and I've got them anyway, so it might be just worth switching them over. I can get it from underneath the actual wing here. You go from underneath there, and then there's 3 bolts up there that we can undo to switch those over. So yeah, but we're slowly getting there with this one. All the bits and pieces that I had for this car. There is another little issue as well. We need to try and figure out what's going on. When you start the car, it comes up on the dash, ESP service required. ESP service. So I think obviously that's going to be ESP stability control. Something to do with maybe the wheel sensors. There's a wheel sensor that's out. Going to plug the computer in. I'm going to get some power to the car, and I'm going to try and figure out what is going on with that ESP service requirement thing. So yeah, we've still got some bits and pieces, plus obviously we've got the interior to do. We can clean up the inside. We've got loads to do. I'm not going to do any cleaning on the windscreen, because that windscreen has got to be changed. We've got a crack running from here all the way up to here, so that is an MOT failure straight away. So there's no point cleaning it, because it's all got to come out anyway. So yeah, but we're getting there, guys. We are getting there with this one. Let's get set back up. Let's continue just to see how far we get today. So let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, I've started the engine, and what I'm doing, I'm just circulating the coolant to make sure that we're getting some nice hot air coming through, and that we are now. I've left the cap off the actual coolant bottle, reservoir bottle, just to sort of get the air flowing through. But what I also want to show you quickly is, you can see in there, look, see it says ESP service. ESP service. So I've plugged the computer in, and I'm going to show you what I've come across and what I've found. So you can see that it's got 38 codes in the system, but they're all related to the battery because the battery was completely dead. It still is completely dead. So that's all related to the battery. But what we're looking at is this one at the top here. Look, left front wheel speed sensor. So this one, front left, passenger side. That is going to be the wheel speed sensor we need to change. I haven't got that one because I've only just worked out what it was and what we need to do. So I'll have to leave it for now, but at least I've worked out what we need. Do you see what I mean? To get that sorted. I've still left the cap off there, but the temperature inside now is really hot. There's a really nice hot air. You're supposed to give it some revs as well. Get the engine running. Get it circulating, you know what I mean? So it just circulates through the system. It should change the temperature as you rev. It should change the temperature. Yeah, really nice and hot and warm now. So that's good. Looks like it's circulating. So yeah, we're getting there. Slowly getting there. So let's carry on. I'll set you up. Let's keep going. But at least we know what speed sensor I need to order for that side. So yeah, I'll set you up, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, as you just saw there, I'm just messing around with this end because I thought after fitting the headlight, so that's all done and in place, changed the bonnet hinges as well, both sides. You see me do that. They was close, but they were slightly different at an angle wise compared to the ones I've just put on the car. So I think it was worth it. I think it was worth the change because just the slightest movement on those hinges always makes a difference when it comes to lining up the car with the bonnet and the bumper and all the rest of the bits and pieces. So I'm glad I have done that. And how I did it was I actually marked the original ones. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see like little black lines there. You see the little black lines, there's one each side on the hinge. Trying to get you up there. So I knew exactly whereabouts to put the plate and do it up. You know, this bit you can move around and you can play around with that. That's fine. But that bit had to be in the right position, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so I've done that. Done this lower beam as well. Done that. These are the indicator bulbs. One was missing, so I had to put a new one of them in. Those will go inside the bottom of the actual bumper. So that piece is done as well. And then I thought, do you know what? Let's move on to the actual speed sensor, the ABS sensor that keeps coming up on the dash. See if I can, you know, just remove it, get off, you know, get it off so I can sort of replace it. There's the old one there. This is the speed sensor. And this is the reason why it weren't picking up, because that had broke. I undone the bolt. Took the bolt out. As soon as I took the bolt off, it just flew off. So I knew that that's the reason, because it's actual split or broke the sensor. So then what I had to do was get a drill and literally drill out the hole that it sits. The larger one is where it sits, and the smaller one is where the screw it bolts into. But yeah, I had to drill that plastic out, get it all out, ready to receive the new one. But I haven't got the new one. I've just unplugged it and just basically got it ready, you know? Just another little step forward in getting this car done. Now that's done, I'm going to put all this braking system back together. I'm going to check to make sure, obviously, that the sliders work and all that sort of stuff. And I've really had a look at this, and they do go backs and forwards. But I might just pull them out and put a bit more grease in there. And that'll help the sliders, really. Whilst I've got it all in pieces, I might as well give it a little service. But yeah, and then I'll bang it all back together. Yeah, just see how far we get. But we're getting close now to kind of all the little bits and pieces I wanted to do on this car. But yeah, we are getting a little bit further, you know, towards sort of getting it finished. I do want to take this scuttle panel off, because the windscreen's going to be get a new windscreen fitted. That scuttle panel's got to come off, but I'm not going to do that today. I don't think we've got time. We may have to come back to this on another day. But yeah, for now, let's keep going. Let's just see how far we get. Whew. But I'm quite enjoying working on this little car, I've got to be honest. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay. Well, guys, we are all back together when it comes to this corner. All the braking pads, discs, everything's been put back on. A little bit of grease around, obviously, the moving parts. A little bit of tidying up. Should really do the other side, but I haven't got time today. But I will just whip off that wheel and then just have a little mess around, little service of those discs and pads, just to make sure they're all free, because you know what they're like when it comes to Copart. They've been sitting in the yard for God knows how long. The brakes and discs and pads and all the rest of it gets all sort of seized up and sort of, yeah, not working the right way. So it is nice to do that. Don't get me wrong. Once you drive the car out and around and you're braking, it sort of just takes away. Do you know, like off all the discs, you got all this stuff here off the discs there. As soon as you start driving, that goes. But it is nice to sort of just clean it up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we are definitely getting there. I've put the bonnet back on because I want to take this outside and I don't want to get it rained on the engine bay and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to leave the bonnet, this old one, for now, and then I can close it up, take it outside, and then, yeah, wait to find the bonnet, the bumper, and then it's just get the windscreen done. But I've got other jobs coming in, bits and pieces. So again, it's going to be pushed to the side, but I thought I'll get today as much as I can done on all the bits that I did, pardon me, all the bits and pieces that I did have and done. But yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there with this one. I'm glad that we got this in and got this done today. So yeah, that is going to be, guys, the end of today's video. Just quickly, tomorrow, new project. And it is a new project that I haven't done for quite some time. Back to basics. Maybe a few of you might pick out what I'm talking about, but I'll let you know and show you tomorrow. But for now, that's it. That's going to be the end of today's video. Don't forget, guys, drop me a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.